Okay, so we had a client contact us about tub health, mold in their tub. So basically we're here at Stanley True Value today. We're going to get a few materials so that we can take care of this for them. Follow me in. So there's a great tool for around your bathtub. It's called a 3-in-1 caulk tool. Now they're not all going to look like this, but what happens is you can use this metal edge to pull and it removes the caulk, and then you use this edge to put the caulk back on to reapply it. So we're going to make it nice and easy. We're doing a favor today, so we're going to get this tool, we're going to try it out. We're going to grab us a nice little caulk gun. I think we have one already, but this is a nice cheap one that we can use. Now, one point that I want to give to you about caulk guns, right? So this is $7, but what you needed to do is you want to be able to snip. You want to be able to snip this right here, and only the ones that cost a little more actually have that where you can snip it off. So basically what we're going to do is get one of these better ones so that we have everything that we need. Okay, so this one, I didn't see this before, but this actually comes with the caulk buddy. So it doesn't have the remover piece, but it does have the caulking piece. So we're going to get this caulk gun. Now, when you're doing around your tub, you want to use a very high grade silicone. So you do not want to get painter's caulk. You want to make sure that it's an advanced silicone. And in this case, we're going to be doing a white. So, all right, so basically this is something that you want to look for, 100% silicone. It cannot be a silicone blend or it's going to be compromised in your shower. It's just going to come right back apart. So we made sure that it says kitchen and bath, 100% silicone. This is good to go. You're going to need probably about 2 tubes to take care of your average bathtub surround. All right, now let's make sure. Okay, so basically we have our caulk tubes, we have our caulking tool for removal and reapplication, and we have our caulk gun. We have everything. Let's get to work. Okay, so we arrived in the bathroom where we're going to be doing our caulking project. Now, we just want to double check, make sure that we have everything that we need. We have our caulk gun, we have our tool, and we have our 100% silicone. In this case, we're going to be using white. So we did a little test area to see how good this tool is. I really want to show you because this is actually my first time using it. I'm an old school caulker, so I don't actually get a chance to use any of these tools, but I really like this. So as I was saying, you kind of use that metal part there, and that takes out the actual bead that's against the wall. And then you come back with this scraper part that's actually built in, and you can literally see it literally is cleaning this as it goes. So you can literally see in no time we were able to get that silicone off, and silicone is actually very sticky. It's an adhesive, so not the easiest to get off. And this tool made very quick work of it. Look at that. Nice and clean. This tool is definitely worth the buy. I would definitely say for the $7 that we spent for this little tool, it's very good. Scraper. We have an additional soft scraper so you don't damage the tub. It's hard plastic. And then when we go to finish, we could put a bead of caulk in there and come right down, and that tip right there is what smooths it in. So we'll see how this works in a trifecta. All right, so we just scraped everything down. So after we get finished scraping and prepping our area, we came by, made sure that there's no residual caulk there, so we can see that we got everything back down to the tub and we can clearly see the tile, and there's no silicone left in this groove. You want to make sure that you don't leave anything in there. After that, you want to get some cleaner You want to get a clean rag, spray the rag, not the wall. You don't want a lot of cleaner on there because you want it to dry. You want to be able to just clean this joint, because if you get it wet, the new silicone will not adhere. You just want to make sure that any kind of soap scum, any dirt, anything is cleaned off. So you can see here how we have a nice clean area. And basically you want to give that about 10 to 15 minutes to air dry. And then you'll be able to come back with your silicone bead. All right, so this is a really good tool. It is a little bit harder to use in corners. So I'm seeing that you can get to it with this, the pointy metal part, but not necessarily with the scraper. It kind of stops you, as you can see here, it stops you short of the wall. So I guess as an alternate fix, you can just get a tiny small plastic scraper to finish out that little corner. Nothing major. I would still say overall, this tool has saved a lot of time, and overall this tool probably is going to save about 2 to 3 hours of work, how it's traditionally done, cutting this out of the seam, and then the reapplication tool. So definitely still a great buy. So as you can see, we were able to clean our surface within the tub surround, which is the most important step after you take care of the prep. You want to make sure that all of the caulk that was removed out of the seam is cleaned. The joints are fully open and prepared. We also did our seams along here. So basically you just want to make sure that everything is clean. Now our next step is very important as well. So you can see that this nozzle, this tip goes from extremely thin until it widens out down here. Now what you want to do is you want to get a good angle, and you just want to cut enough tip off so that you have a nice open nozzle. I like to go about 1/3 because then you won't squeeze out enough caulk where it's excess. All right, so we're going to load. Make sure that we're nice and tight in the front, pushed in the back, and then you want to rotate this angle until it complements the corner that we're doing. Now the other part of it, because we're going to be using this tool, I'm old school, so usually I use my finger and a wet sponge, but we're trying this new tool out. So basically what we want to do is put a small bead in there, and then we'll come back and clean this off, and we're both going to see how it works because this is my first time using it. All right, so as you can see, we have a nice bead. So we're not looking for perfection here. We just want to get enough in there so that the tool can come back and do its job. And if you miss anywhere, just go back. You just want to get enough of a bead in there so that the tool can come in and smooth it out. All right, so let's see. So what we want is best to always keep some paper towel or a rag with you. And then get it snug in there. Now, as you can see, it's collecting a lot of excess. We don't want that on there because that can smear out. So that shows you that I put a bit too much on there, but it's no problem. We come back, start. Okay, now when you see that coming out at the side a little bit, that means that there's excess. So you want to clean it off and then come back. You don't want that on the side of your towel. So now since we're going into a design, I want to make sure that I definitely have it clean. And I just want to take my time, go in each dip. It's not a rush. May have to come back up and clean it, go a different direction, whatever has to work. But came out nice. All right. Okay, so we're all wrapped up in our bathroom tub surround caulking job. I really hope you guys get a lot out of this tutorial. You can see how the tile looks nice and clean. We were able to clean everything. We were able to caulk everything. I think when the homeowner comes home today, she's going to be very happy. Like I said, she mentioned this to us this morning when we were here taking care of other remediation work, and kind of asked us about what should we do. So we just thought that we'd surprise her. Hopefully when she comes home today, she's very happy to see that she can take a shower in a nice, clean, new caulked bathroom.